What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the JKPokémon channel. My name is Reverse Josh, and I'm joined by none other than, obviously, my buddy here. Introduce yourself.
Yeet Loops, also known as Kaleb, also known as JKPokémon.
Yes, JKPokémon. We are back after a long hiatus, and we are going to be sitting here and breaking down the Pokemon Presents today. This is one of the first videos back on the channel, and we are very excited to be bringing back Pokemon content weekly, multiple times weekly, in fact. And,
more than once.
More than once a week, maybe even 2 times a week, maybe even 3 times a week.
Maybe.
We'll see how that goes.
Maybe 3.
But we wanted to kick off the launch with kind of a breakdown of the Pokemon Presents that just happened the other day. Lots of news, lots of updates coming out. It was kind of a short presentation, but there's a lot to break down and talk about. So, yeah.
Yeah, let's get right to it. So,
Let's go ahead.
I guess the first thing that we can talk about for like 3 seconds is the Scarlet and Violet Terra Raid events with the Kanto starters.
Yes, Terra Raid battles. We got Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard making his return. It looks like each week these guys will be in raids. Maybe we'll do a stream or something each week to kind of get through some of these guys and catch them. We got a ground-type Venusaur on February 28th through March 5th. We got the mighty Steel-type Blastoise March 6th through 12th. And the Dragon-type Charizard, which of course we've had before, March 13th through 17th. So you got 1 week each to do them, I guess. I don't know if you can only catch one, though, like all the other legendary events. But
it's only one.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it says.
The Charizard appearing in the event will have the same stats and moves as the mighty Charizard. And I wonder if you can get, I wonder if people who didn't get the mighty Charizard can get or people who got mighty Charizard last time, can get this one again and get 2? No?
You can't.
Okay, I didn't read the next
I'm just now
line.
reading all this text. You can't.
You just got a mighty Charizard. Yeah, okay. So we can do Venusaur and Blastoise then. I might have that Charizard already.
I don't think I beat Charizard, so I might be able to do it.
Okay. Well, we'll still try to do some streams for these guys. Make sure you guys grab that Venusaur. He's this week. Don't have any more days left after the time this video comes out. There will be. But make sure you grab that ground-type Venusaur while you still can.
And, Venusaur is very cool.
Venusaur is cool. Venusaur. Blastoise is cool. I did think he was an ice type, though, in the stream when we watched it. It's not very clear what type he is there.
No, it's not. It's a bad image.
But yeah, cool little Terra Raid battle event for Scarlet and Violet.
Some little extra stuff, I guess. All right, now we got Pokemon Go.
Yes.
Which has got this tie-in with the
anime.
The Horizons anime that doesn't feature Ash. And they're releasing this Pikachu, Ceruledge, Charcadet, and Armarouge.
Yeah, we're getting some new Paldean Pokemon, as well as the Captain's Hat Pikachu. And so, that's cool, I guess. Some more Pokemon in Go. Not really much I can say there. I think there's some also photo bombs happening with, the anime characters. Here we go. Yeah, Pokemon Horizons. So that Pikachu will be in the game, and then those 2 trainers there will photobomb any of your Paldean starter catches, which is pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, so interesting, small, little, tiny Pokemon Go update there. Then Pokemon Sleep, not a whole lot to talk about other than...
Yeah, I don't really play this.
Raikou.
I don't really care, but...
Yeah, I don't play Sleep.
Raikou.
Then you got Raikou, and then after Raikou, I think I skipped over the part.
Yeah,
that shows
the
all
other
3.
2 dogs are coming too.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, all 3 legendary beasts there were also going to be coming to Pokemon Sleep. And you can log in and get these bonuses here if you want as well.
Yeah, I don't know what these currencies mean, but you can get them if you want them until April 30th, 2024 at 18:59 UTC. So claim that.
We got plenty of time, Caleb, to grab these if we want to see what those 10 Poke Biscuits can do.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be doing that.
We can maybe make that a video. We could do a Pokemon Sleep.
We could, okay.
Or something, figuring it out, having never played it before.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, moving on. What's next here?
Pokemon Masters EX. You got the Dragonite. You got the Lance.
We got Silver here, right? That's Silver. Is that what his name is? That guy?
That's Lance.
That's not Lance. That's the rival from.
Is that the rival? I have
Heart
no
Gold and
idea.
Soul Silver. And Gold and Silver. And that's a shiny Tyranitar, I think.
Yeah, there's Gita.
Yeah, Gita's coming.
Oh, it is
yeah,
Silver. Okay,
cool.
I don't know why I thought it was Lance.
So lots of Johto stuff so far. We got the Kanto trio. Oh, and we got Riley.
Then Riley.
As well. Yeah, we got Silver coming to Pokemon Masters. We got the Legendary Beast coming to Pokemon Sleep. Like lots of Johto stuff going on right now.
Lots of Johto stuff. And then we got Pokemon Cafe Remix, Gimme Ghoul.
Yeah.
Pokemon Cafe Remix stuff.
Yeah.
If you play this game, you know what this is. I don't know what this is because I don't play this game. But
it's like Koraidon and Miraidon are coming as well to this. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys play this, let us know in the comments if it's good or what it is. Because we could also do this. We could do a video trying out this game as well.
The art style's cool.
Yeah, so it's cool. It's a little chibi art style game. It's cool, I guess.
And then for this one, this game right here, good old Pokemon Unite.
We got
some limited time events to unlock some character licenses or whatever they're called in this game. I don't know the terminology because I do not play this game.
Got Miraidon joining the game.
Yep.
There's the video buffers there.
Miraidon, and then we've also got Ledge and Phalanx. So Miraidon is available in game now. Yes, and Phalanx in April.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on and so forth.
Cool. Pokemon Unite.
And then if you use this code, you get a 3-day Miraidon license, and you get a Platinum Miraidon Boost emblem.
Heck yeah.
And then we've got Pokemon Presents. And this is the more interesting part, or not the more interesting, one of the more interesting parts of the showcase.
Probably the most relevant thing to this channel specifically is this right here, Pokemon TCG Pocket. Mobile game for the Pokemon TCG. I don't know what the difference is between this and TCG Live, because I thought TCG Live was coming to smartphones as well.
It looks like I really don't know. It doesn't. I don't know how to feel about it really because I guess they're just trying to make a better, more accessible way to play the Pokemon card game. But the one thing that I am frustrated about with this is how many we have gotten too many Kanto sets in the TCG over the past 5 or 6 years, and technically this isn't the TCG, but they're releasing the app with a Kanto focused set. It's how many more do we need? I don't think we need a whole lot more, to be honest with you.
I don't think so either. We just got 151. This is pretty cool though.
Yes, the visual arts are very cool.
I would just download the app for this feature alone. But yeah, I don't know. This seems like an odd thing to add to the Pokemon TCG world with given the physical cards and TCG Live on PC. I don't know. This one's kind of a weird one for me, but
it's weird.
It should come out later this year, right? So
it said 2024. So I guess this is the major release for 2024, technically. Yeah. But it's developed by Dina. They made some I think Fire Emblem Heroes. I have no idea. I know they made some other games mobile for Nintendo.
I'm glad it's just not Niantic.
Yeah, and then they talk about the Pokemon game for a long time, or the card game Pocket. And then here's where the fun stuff starts happening.
Here we go.
This is the unknown hint for the region for the upcoming game that we're going to showcase here.
So I believe that this is actually the unknown there are supposed to spell out CU, but they obviously get the letters wrong because they're Pokemon and they don't know how to spell words. People are saying it's Soyu, which is going to be the name of the region that we'd be playing in this game, but
what are we going to call the Pokemon? Soyuian? That's a lot.
Soyuan.
That's a lot to say.
Here we go.
So Yuian.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play some of this because this is like the main highlight of this whole thing.
Yeah, we'll kind of react to this one here.
Yeah.
We got an urban redevelopment plan. Visual.
Looks like some
I
sketches.
really like
We gotta
this
build
like
it.
sketch trailer part here. Really dig this. This looks more modern. What we've got going on here, it doesn't look as in the past as the previous title was.
No,
But,
it looks a little more modern.
I just don't want it to look like this. I hope it doesn't look like this. I don't think it will. I think this is just a flashy, fun trailer to show we're like kind of in the future or whatever. But that's my thoughts, at least.
Yeah, I don't think the game is actually going to look like this. There's no way.
Yep.
There's absolutely no way. It's probably just made this way because of the rendering, like in the beginning, or the construction plans or whatever. Like maybe this is just a digital rendering of
like
what they want to do with the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this. This is gonna be cool.
I am also excited for this. It was unexpected, but I think this is like the first Pokemon announcement in a while that was unexpected but not bad. If that makes any sense.
It was like the best unexpected thing we probably could have gotten. There it is. Pokemon Legends
Z
through A. Look at that.
The fact that Pokemon X and Y,
Oh
yeah,
there it is.
There it
We'll
is.
just leave it there. Yeah,
There it is. My space bar wasn't working for the pause, but yeah, Mega Evolutions are coming back. And
yes,
that is amazing. I thought those were dead in the water. They're not.
Same.
They're coming back.
Thank God. My favorite thing from Pokemon is coming back.
Who's ready for
excited for
Charizard
this.
Z?
Yes, Mega Charizard Z. Potentially a Mega Blaziken Z. People are speculating. I'm curious to see what the starter is going to be for this Pokemon Legends Z. I've been seeing some people say that in the last Pokemon Presents sort of thing, they showed, or in the trailer for the Blueberry Academy, I believe, for Scarlet and Violet, they showed some shots of like the Hisui starters alongside an extra starter of the same type as them. And I believe it was Snivy, Piplup, and Torchic were the three. So people are speculating that those three are going to be the starters for this new game.
I would kill for those starters. That would be amazing.
However, Blaziken already has a Mega Evolution. The other two do not. So, Rob, more likely than not, we're going to get 3 Pokemon that don't have Megas yet. And I'm hoping that we finally get some Megas for Chestnut, Delphox, and Greninja.
Yeah. What was up with that? Like you introduced Mega Evolutions, but you never made Mega Evolutions for the starter Pokemon from the Mega Evolution region.
There's only one Generation 6 Pokemon that has a Mega Evolution, and it's Diancie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And there's only one Gen 5 Pokemon that has a Mega Evolution, and it's Audino.
Yeah, why?
For some,
just they picked the most random Pokemon for Mega Evolution.
Choice there.
But it was cool. Like the mechanic itself was a lot of fun. A lot more fun than the Gigantamax and the Z moves and the Terrestrial, whatever. I don't like a lot of the gimmicks from the newer games, but the Megas are the best.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the Megas are the coolest gimmick that we've gotten. Although I do really like the regional forms and stuff too. I'm curious to see if they continue with the regional variants for this. Like if we get Kalosian evolutions for Snivy and Piplup or whatever the starters are going to be. That would be cool. Or maybe some Kalosian versions of like other Pokemon. That would be kind of cool. But I'm sure the main focus is we'll probably be getting some new Mega Evolutions and stuff like that, as opposed to regionals.
I would think so, and I don't know, like, because it doesn't look like this game is set in the past, and I feel like the main reason why the starters got new evolutions because it was supposed to be like that old region's version of that Pokemon, like they hadn't evolved up to a certain point yet that they are like in the present games. But I don't know. Like I mean, I would like new Pokemon like obviously will be in the games, But I just I don't know. I think there's a lot of like stuff that's still up in the air because this trailer really does not show a whole lot. The
No.
only other piece of information outside of this showcase is the Pokemon Company or Nintendo, one of the two, basically like announcing the game and saying that it takes place in the entirety of that city. So
Yeah, the game is only in Lumiose, which is cool.
that is cool. I hope
I
that
don't really have a
they.
problem with that.
I don't have a problem with that if they, like really take the time to flesh out like absolutely everything that they can. And I think that
Yeah.
like the whole 2020 this is just kind of like shifting the subject a little bit, but the release date of 2025
Yeah.
is it's not I mean, it is shocking, but it also goes to show that Game Freak is listening to the complaints about Pokemon releasing a game every year and having it come out
Yeah.
like half baked and having
Right.
PlayStation 2 graphics and all this different kind of stuff. And it's nice that they are taking the time to release the game in 2025. But I also have a theory of my own as to like maybe this isn't Game Freak changing for the better, because there was also a rumor over the last week or two that the Switch 2 was internally delayed until 2025.
Yeah,
And
so this might be a launch for that, right?
that's what I'm thinking, because,
Yeah.
if this game is meant to launch on the Switch 2, then why put it, why reveal it and release it on the Switch 1 when, you're planning to release it on the future console. But that
Yeah.
does also increase my hopes for the game because, even though it will have a Switch counterpart, the Switch 2 or whatever the Switch 2 ends up being called will be the superior version, and it possibly could allow for like at least like graphically to just look better. I think that if the design and the models or whatever don't really change too much from Scarlet and Violet, and it very much looks like it's on that engine or something similar, I wouldn't be surprised if they go that route with it. Because usually what they'll do is when a new system comes out, they will put the game in the previous engine that it was in before.
Yeah.
At least they've done that with some systems. Like what was one game they did that with? I'm trying to think. Sword and Shield, because the Sword and Shield was, I believe, originally supposed to come out for 3DS, and then they pushed it to the Switch. So that's one example of that.
I feel like I've heard that too. And like when the Switch launched, was like they pushed Pikachu and Eevee. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. They were like, they needed the Pokemon Company to make a game for the Switch launch. So that's why we got Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. It was just something they could throw together quickly enough to get that launch date. So I'm glad that if this is what that's for, that they're pushing it back. Gives them more time to do it, polish it, fix the models, and fix, I think... I hope that they hear the complaints with Scarlet and Violet and like the whole like region generating all at once and being like... you know what I mean? Like the whole thing is accessible like all at once and everything's all loaded in at once instead of just like loading in the area that you're at.
Yes.
Like
I think that's the biggest issue of the performance with the game. Is the game does not need to be rendering the whole entire world.
No. Like I have no problem with how they did it in Arceus. Like you could still see everything, but when you went through the gate or whatever outside of the village, you had to like teleport and load in the new part of the map. Like that's totally fine. I'm totally cool with doing that. If that's what we have to do with this, that there's no problem with that. It looks like there's like 5 or 6 different like sections to the city that we can explore. So I'm sure there'll be different like Pokemon to catch and find and everything. Like if you can go find that, right there, that map.
Yeah, that's what
so
it
looks
like.
We've got like 5 different little like terrarium kind of things, as well as some like different parks and things like that to catch new Pokemon. So I'm curious to see if like these sections that they split it off into will like be loaded in separately, because it looks like there's like water and stuff maybe separating all these sections or something. I don't really know. But yeah.
Maybe this is like a direct sequel to Pokemon X and Y. And maybe this is like the Pokemon Z that like we actually have been waiting for. Like maybe I don't know. Having it set in the entirety of Lumiose City is I'm not opposed to it, but it's interesting because there's a lot in Kalos a lot.
Yeah,
And
I'm
like
curious to see. Go ahead. Sorry.
the timeline of the game and where it takes place will be really interesting to see, because I feel like if it's like
Yeah.
kind of directly after the events of X and Y, and then you're having the whole game limited to Lumio City, I feel like that is an interesting design decision. But I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll just have to wait and see. Like I don't think that, you know, as long as they bring over all the stuff from Arceus that people really enjoyed, like the catching mechanics and like just the way that Pokemon appeared out in the world, that would
Yeah.
be very cool. Like I don't know, maybe this does take place in the entirety of Lumio City, but maybe there's like I don't know, maybe there's like
Maybe there's some
safari
extra
zones where
areas you can still explore and stuff. Yeah, like a
yeah.
safari zone or something like that to like get some of those extra Pokemon that we might be missing.
Because if it takes place in the entirety of Lumio City, like I'm thinking, I'm just like, where are we gonna like catch Pokemon? Because one of the most
Right.
fun things about Legends Arceus was having the big open areas to be able to find the Pokemon and catch the Pokemon. Like, where is all that gonna be here? Because there's no nature. Like maybe in the little like
Right.
terrarium areas, like I could see like a lake or like some trees or like whatever, like theoretically based off of like what we're looking at here, but there's nothing. So it's like, okay, are we gonna what were those Pokemon that were roaming around Lumio City? Was it Go-Go? Or its
Yeah, like
evolution?
Go-Goats and Furfrows and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Which,
like
speaking of Furfrou, welcome to the Switch, Furfrou. You've been off the Switch this entire time, and now with Pokemon Legends Z, we'll be getting Furfrou
yeah.
out of Pokemon Home, which is kind of cool.
Hopefully.
Along with some other Kalos Pokemon probably as well.
Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, I'm curious to see, like you were saying earlier, I'm curious to see when this takes place. The blueprint thing here makes me think that it's like a little bit more like in the future, a little more futuristic urban redevelopment plan, maybe expanding the size of the city to like include areas to catch Pokemon like we were talking about. But also if it's set in the past and it's like us building up Lumio City to like what it becomes in X and Y, that could also be really cool too, and would also open up the reasoning for having like all these wild Pokemon everywhere to like catch and stuff, because like there's no stuff built or anything. Like maybe over the course of the game, like we're helping supply materials and build stuff or something like that. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, that could be a possibility.
Yeah, I'm just kind of throwing random theories out here, just trying to cover all the bases, you know. I think it's set in like more so like present day / like the future. But yeah, we'll see. I'm curious to see what more information we get when this is when we get closer to release.
Maybe we get another information dump around like June or something like that. Maybe.
It's kind of what I'm thinking. Something in the
we're
summer or
lucky.
something in like the fall.
Yeah.
Well, maybe like in the fall we'll get a release date. Maybe.
Probably in the fall, or maybe like fall or summer we'll get a release date. But I think the like this is like obviously the biggest thing from the presentation. But I think another big point to talk about is all the leaks and rumors leading up to this showcase, and how basically there was a bunch of leaks and rumors about how it was either going to be a Gen 2 game or a Gen 5 game, and it is neither.
It's a Gen 6 game.
Gen 6. Like it's not at all disappointing at all whatsoever,
No.
but it's curious because like even the Pokemon company tweeted some stuff out like in reference to Unova, and then all the Unovan references in the Blueberry Academy DLC and Scarlet and Violet, and then like all this different kind of stuff like leading up to like what seemed to be a Gen 5 remake, or at least like, you know, remastered by Ilka or whatever it was going to be.
Well, then at the same time, also like everything in this presents like was like Johto related. Like we had all the unknown. We had Silver in what was it? We had Silver in Pokemon Masters. We had the Beasts in Pokemon Sleep. Like there was a lot of hints towards it being a Johto thing, and then they just boom, Pokemon Z, like crazy.
Actually,
crazy times
insane.
We're living in right now.
Completely unexpected. They pulled the rug out from under us, and it was just like, Like here's this. I bet you weren't seeing this coming, but it's just
Right.
I haven't had a reaction like this to a presentation or a showcase from like any company in a while, and I'm honestly glad that that this game is coming out in 2025 because Legends Arceus, say what you want about the graphics and some of the design aspects of the game, I more than likely agree with you on that. But it is a very, very fun Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Like mechanically, there's a lot of things in Arceus that were very refreshing for the series, and having another title in that series, expanding on those elements, set in a more modern setting, will be pretty cool, regardless.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what this game is like and everything, and yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything.
That's pretty much everything, yeah.
So I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this video today.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Welcome back to JKPokémon, and
Welcome
we'll
back.
have some stuff out next week for you guys to kind of kick off our return, our epic, awesome relaunch of JKPokémon. We'll have some new stuff set up for the channel before anything else comes out. The channel will look a little nicer, cleaner, things like that. So stay tuned and keep training, keep catching, keep battling. Yeah.
Keep watching Pokemon Presents every year.
Every year. Yes. 2 years in a row.
2 years.
Let's go. All right.
All right,
Yeah.
guys.